So I can say finding the lot is not the most important piece. It's knowing the numbers. Because
Mm,
you can go to Redfin right now and put vacant land in Miami, Florida, or in Dallas, Texas, or Chicago. There'll probably be over 1,000 listings.
hmm
But it's not about the listings. It's there. That's like car shopping. There's 1,000 cars for sale on Facebook. Are any of them a good deal? Right? How do you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So the big thing is I always say step two, because step one is finding a lot. Step two is underwriting or making sure the numbers pencil. You have to understand the numbers more than anything, because I can tell you how to find a lot. You're going to start getting leads, but you're not going to know what's a good deal. So,
hmm
very simple ways that I find land sometimes is on the MLS. I said it's like car shopping, but I've picked up some deals where we've made two, three, 500,000 on a build by picking it up on the market, on the MLS. But I had to look at 200 deals to pick up one. Now, off market, meaning directly with a seller, there's ways of, for example, I sent a text message to a lady with 2.5 acres and set up a meeting with her, met with her, because development wise, I like to go face to face because
hmm
you're talking $1 million deals. So I met with her face to face. We sat at her dining table for about 30 minutes and I said, "Hey, are you ready to move forward with the purchase and sale?" But I said, "Are you ready to move forward with the purchase and sale? It sounds like your daughter lives in this and this state. You want to move out there. I would love to help you guys and move in the next 1 to 2 years while we're developing and building this out." So she said, "Yeah, let's sign it." We ended up signing it. Virtually, it's a different marketing method. You're casting a really wide net and just finding anybody motivated. And whichever one is motivated, that's the one you're going to wholesale instead of build. So just two different strategies, but with finding development deals, it's been really efficient for me is sending letters.
hmm
There's very specific letters, because when somebody sends, if you send a text message, "Hey, I want to buy your property," they're like, "Ah, it's annoying." You go, "Hey, Sally, I saw your 2 acre parcel off of 117th. I'm really interested. I'm a local developer. We've been around for the last 15 years. Would you like to meet?" They're going to respond much higher. There's a much higher response rate to you than the guy that says, "Hey, I'm interested in buying your property." They're like, "You didn't say my name. You didn't say which property. You didn't give any details." So if I'm trying to find $1 million deal, I'm going to be very specific. If I'm doing a generic wholesale operation like we have, our wholesale company did about 1.1 million in the last 18 months. It's very
Wow.
generic. We have like 30,000 properties and we have our callers making $200 a day. Just a different business model.
Mm. I like it, man. I like it. That's how I think when you're trying to like get leads and be very personalized. So I totally get that. Wow. And you mentioned you met with this lady. I like the face-on-face approach. I think that's key for any type of negotiating or you know getting contracts signed. Are all your deals based off like loans you get from the bank, or do you have investors? Like, how does that side look?
So there's two different loan products. Or not two different loan products. There's a deal structure. I like to use other people's money. It's a little bit more fun because you just use your skill set and you're making money. It's cool. You have the equity side, which is the down payment. So typically, what I'll do is with my partner, I will have them bring the down payment and we'll split the profit, however, we end up sharing the profit. Then you have the debt side, which is the construction loan. And so you have the equity come in, the down payment, it's somebody maybe you know personally or don't. Then you have this larger corporation that brings in the down payment. Typically, you call it a hard money loan. And that's how I structure the deals. A lot of times I like to buy my land for cash because it's less risk. So if you buy the land for cash and it takes you one day to get permits, like my student in St. John's, Indiana, he walks in, gets a permit, walks out for a 3,500 square foot house. For me, it takes me 6 months. So I buy the land cash. I don't have any risk. I'm just going through the paperwork, getting permits done. As soon as I have the paperwork approved, to build a home, then I go get the construction loan and we start that process. So I'm not accruing interest over the 6 months. I'm just getting the permits approved.